dialogue on race this past year. She talked about her experience as an African American student within the education system here in Humboldt County. It was most compelling. This is our future right here. I love your power, I love your strength, and I love your heart more than anything. I saw this little girl when she moved to Humboldt County when she was like 6 years old, and now she's almost taller than me. Wow. Love you, girl.
Love you too. Dr. King's legacies. Fighting prejudice. During the 1963 March on Washington, Dr. King declared that all people should be judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Pursuing social justice. Our lives began to end the day we became silent about things that matter. A quote by Dr. King. Service to others. In the U.S., Martin Luther King Day is designated a national day of service. Americans are urged to celebrate a day on, not a day off, in honor of King's commitment to improving the lives of others. We celebrate Dr. King and honor his legacy by putting these concepts into action. We must fight prejudice, pursue social justice, and serve others. As Dr. King stated with the conviction of truth, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Sadie. So now, there's been work. Don't go anywhere, Sharon. No, you're not off the hook. There has been work that has gone on in our community to implement or begin Black student unions on campuses of our local high schools. I had the privilege of participating in one of the events for the McKinleyville High School Black Student Union, and I understand there have been other Black student unions that have formed. College of the Redwoods, and there's representation of the Arcata High School Black Student Union. So if we could have and Eureka High School, so if we could have our future leaders come forward to be acknowledged. I would appreciate that. Just come to the front, tell us your name, your class standing, if you're junior, senior, freshman, or something, and what school you represent.
I'm Ayana Watson. I'm a senior at Eureka High School, and I am the founder and BSU president at Eureka.
I'm Lavender Weberg, and I'm a senior and the president of the Arcata High BSU.
Go!
Hi, I'm Izzy Villarreal, and I'm a senior at Arcata High, and I'm part of the BSU.
Go, Izzy!
Hi, I'm Amaya Watson. I go to Eureka High, and I'm the secretary, and I'm a freshman of the BSU. I'm Nashira Aaron Williams. I'm a junior, and I am the secretary of Arcata High BSU. I'm Becky Garcia, and I am a junior. I forgot. High, and I am a part of Arcata's BSU.
So I asked Diana to speak a little bit, about what the possible impact for having a Black student union is on the whole campus.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Sharon asked me to talk about something that had happened at the beginning of our upcoming BSU. The administration put out an email, and in the bulletin they put out a little note saying anyone wearing do-rags will get in trouble for wearing them on the school campus, and so they were sending it out as a reminder. But a lot of students didn't know that that was in the dress code not to wear a do-rag, and so there was a lot of students getting upset, and it spreaded all over social media. And then it finally got to me and my vice president, Sadie Shelmire, and we immediately started texting and trying to figure out a way to resolve this without it getting out of hand. So we got into a group chat with our advisor, Rachel Felk, and we discussed ways we could resolve this. We decided to educate ourselves on the matter, look and see if other BSUs around the world had this problem with the administration, and there was other articles in that same area. So the next day, people were planning rallies at our school, people wore do-rags. I was one of them who wore a do-rag, but everyone wore do-rags, and we were just lashing back at the administration, when really we should have came to them and educated them, which we did eventually. But that should have been our first move. So Miss Johnson, our principal, called us into the office the next day, and she wanted to talk to me and Sophia. And we talked to her, and we educated her on how banning do-rags, because they were gang affiliated, was not the proper way to handle that situation, and that it just wasn't right. So we educated her, and 30 minutes later, she sent out an email to all staff saying, I have spoken with 2 BSU members, and I am lifting the ban on do-rags. So as the BSU, that was very exciting. Everyone was very happy on campus how we handled the situation, and it made our BSU stronger as a unit.
This is our future. Yes! This is our future. So instead of creating a larger problem, she sought solutions. And she educated adults. Yeah. This is our future. Thank you all. Thank you. Incidentally, some of our youth will be going down to the Bay Area in a few months for a Black Student Union conference. Yeah. There will also be entertainment, step shows, so you guys are in for a big treat. And if you need a chaperone, no, for real, if you need a chaperone, so, okay, we'll talk later. Again, thank you, ladies, for your service. And what? I can take the mic too. Oh. Look. Oh.
I guess I'll say something. Okay. Hello. Oh.
And I'll just say quickly, thank you for your patience, for continuing to be here during this. We're over a little bit, but we are entertaining you, and you are entertaining us. So thank you for continuing to stick around.
Hello, I'm Lavender. So I'm so honored to be able to speak here today with all of you and celebrate MLK Day. I just want to talk about like a BSU because at our school it was really hard to get a BSU started because the admin didn't really understand it. They didn't know why we needed it. Kids don't get it, but I really think it's important for all schools to have a BSU and to be educated on what they're about. For me, I wish I would have had one in elementary school, middle school, but we just started one this year, so that's really good. But yeah. Cool girl.
Take your time.
Okay. Okay, so let's see what else I gotta say. Okay, so I'm gonna quote Martin Luther King real quick. So he said, "The time is always right to do what is right." And for me, that's really inspiring, and he has inspired many people, especially me. And he was constantly advocating for African American people and fighting for change. The I Have a Dream speech remains one of the most famous speeches in American history. This speech is so inspirational to me and has inspired many. During the speech, he called for civil and economic rights and to end racism in the United States. Since then, we have come a long way, but still have much farther to go. So yeah, thank you all for letting me be here, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you again, ladies, very much. Again, this is what our leadership looks like. And I want to give you just a little bit of encouragement. When I arrived at Humboldt State in 1986, when I was just 17 years old, I came from inner city Los Angeles, and I knew inner city Los Angeles. I knew my black peers. I knew my African American brothers and sisters. And I figured I want to learn something new. So I joined MECHA, and I reached out to other organizations, but I forgot my support. And my support was Black Student Union and African American brothers and sisters who I met when I first came to school. That's your safety net. That's your accountability, and that's your support. So I implore you to utilize your brothers and sisters in Black Student Union as your support and your accountability partners when you're slacking in school, when you're slacking with your parents, when you're slacking with your peers. So uplift each other, be accountable to each other, and support each other. Always.